Hi, welcome back, everyone. First Alert StormTeam meteorologist Joseph Williams with your VNN News Now evening update. I apologize. I did have a video posted a few minutes earlier, but I noticed that the audio was not working properly. I apologize for that. I should have done a better job of checking. But anyways, now I can see the audio bars are working fine, and so you should be able to hear me now. Time is currently 8:16 p.m. The temperature is 14 degrees, and like I was saying a little bit earlier before I had to cancel the video, basically the blowing snow threat has more or less ended. The winds have died down, so we're not seeing any more blowing snow, and as a result, visibility has improved, and therefore our first alert weather day has expired. So that is the good news there. But we are first alert tracking some more opportunities for wintry precipitation for the first week of February, and we're also tracking a late week warm up. So let's go over the details. Let's go over our first alert forecast to show you what I mean. So let me pull up the weather camera right there. If this is out of Dakota Magic, you can see there is a standard breeze in the area. But the main thing is that the weather event, again, it's just a standard breeze out of Dakota Magic. There's no blowing snow taking place because the wind is so light. While there are some slick spots on the roads due to that snow accumulation seen throughout, yesterday into today, ultimately, it's much better than it was just a few hours ago when we were seeing some blowing snow in the area. Again, the main thing is we are first alert tracking some more snow chances. Now, let me say something. A little bit earlier, I went outside of our station around 7 o'clock or so, measured how much snow had fallen outside of the station. We recorded about somewhere between 1.5 to 2 inches of snow accumulation outside of the station. So out in Fargo, at least, we saw a pretty good amount of snow from this clipper system that swept through. And when you add the blowing snow to the mix, it was a good-sized event. But while not as bad as the blizzard we had, a couple of weeks ago, it was certainly an active event. But luckily, like I mentioned, the blowing snow threat has ended. You can see that on a Dakota Magic Cam. It's a quiet night out there, so traffic is flowing okay as a result. But out in Monoman, we do have a couple of snowflakes still coming down. So the main thing is the blowing snow threat has ended, but again, we're seeing a few lingering showers and flurries in our region due to leftover instability from that clipper system. So we are seeing a couple of flakes coming down, but I think those flakes will dissipate over the next couple of hours as any leftover energy moves out of our region. Here's a look at our satellite and radar to show you what I'm talking about. Again, I got a couple of flurries coming down to the south of Grand Forks. Then those flurries, they'll continue moving south over the next couple of hours, but overall, they should dissipate by midnight. And in the meantime, our visibility has drastically improved. We were seeing visibilities of less than a mile earlier this afternoon thanks to that blowing snow threat. But now we're just dealing with some lower than normal visibility out in northwest Minnesota, but still good visibility nonetheless. Makes it a lot easier to see the roads. Speaking of roads, we do have some patchy snow coverage across much of our region thanks to the snow between the clipper system and the blowing snow situation. And while I think road conditions will improve by Monday morning, I suspect that there will still be some patchy snow coverage on some roads for your Monday morning commute. So across eastern North Dakota and parts of northwest Minnesota, especially in the Red River Valley, you're definitely going to want to give yourself some extra time in the roads to account for that slick road coverage. Now, here's the real story. I talked about this earlier this afternoon, that we're first alert tracking some precipitation chances. First round coming in on Monday afternoon in the southern areas of our region. Then Tuesday night, we get another chance of some snow flurries and showers, mainly in the northern areas of our region. And for Thursday, we get some more wintry mix in the northern areas of our region. And that's because a baroclitic pattern is setting up across the central U.S. Basically, we got a jet stream pattern that will kind of go something like this for the next couple of days, which on the one hand will allow warm air to lift into our region. But actually, let me see if I can draw a curved line to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Basically, you get a jet stream pattern that kind of looks something like this. And on the one hand, that will allow warm air to flow into a region as this line moves east. But on the other hand, it will allow for a couple of clipper systems to move into our region. So I'm going to clear this line Actually, I don't think I can clear that line, so I'm going to go back and then forward again. There we go. Now you can see the satellite and radar on the surface map in full. As I mentioned, that jet stream pattern will allow this low pressure system that's currently in Canada. That low pressure system will move in a southeasterly direction, pushing through western North Dakota, and that will give us our first round of snow for the work week, mainly impacting southeastern North Dakota and the Southern Valley, and that's because it'll be following a jet stream pattern that will be moving in from the northwest to the southeast, basically, and that's going to be our first round of snow. So here's a look at our first alert forecast to kind of show you what that looks like. Our first alert forecast shows, cloudy skies heading into the night, but dry conditions are anticipated. We're going to be staying dry for your Sunday night and early Monday morning commute, which should give the road crews enough time to at least clear up some of the roads. Still, make sure to give yourself some extra time on the roads for your early Monday morning commute, and keep the VNN weather app handy if you are traveling for Monday morning. But the real story is that as we get to about 8 to 9 o'clock, we'll start seeing that snow moving in from the northwest to the southeast, and it looks like this model has made an update. Earlier, it was suggesting that this snow would mainly be confined, that the snow would mainly impact a stretching from here to around here. Looks like this model has shifted the snow further north a little bit, and now is wanting to impact the Devil's Lake Basin too. So basically, we'll see snow moving into eastern North Dakota, including the Devil's Lake Basin and James River Valley, late morning into the afternoon hours. So by around the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, if you're in the James River Valley and the Devil's Lake Basin, you're really seeing some of that light to moderate snow coming down, and we'll see that snow accumulation continuing, again, mainly in southeastern North Dakota, but also parts of the Southern Valley, because of that northwest to southeast direction of the snow showers are taking. So on the one hand, if you're in the Northern Valley, you're going to stay dry. I think at worst you may see an isolated flake or two, but overall you're going to stay dry with at least a partly sunny sky for the afternoon hours. But if you're, say, in Carrington or Valley City or even in Fargo, you have a good opportunity to not only see some snowflakes, but also see some light snow coming down. And depending on how strong the snow showers are, just the snow showers alone could lead to some lower than normal visibility. And then you add snow accumulation in the process, and that's going to lead to some slick road conditions. So across this area here, that I'm circling with this little arrow here, from the northwest to the southeast, parts of eastern North Dakota and the Southern Valley, that's where I think we'll see snow accumulation, and therefore the best opportunity for some of those slick road conditions. We'll definitely keep the VNN weather app handy for the afternoon and evening hours. Luckily, by Monday night, we're done with the snow. We're just taking a brief break. We're just looking at a mix of clouds here and there. How much snow are we anticipating? Well, we're probably looking at least 1 inch to 2 inches of snow accumulation in parts of the Devil's Lake Basin and James River Valley, as indicated by these light to dark blue colors. Notice, though, that there is some banding taking place, and that's because of the repeated rounds of snow showers moving on through. That's what indicated by those streaks right there. And that could mean, again, some pockets of lower than normal visibility, as well as some higher snow totals possible with these snow showers. So it is something we'll have to keep an eye on. But basically, expect an inch or two of snow accumulation in eastern North Dakota and the Southern Valley, which may not seem like much, but again, slick spots are expected on the roads, so keep that in mind. After Monday evening, we get a break from the snow until Tuesday night, when another clipper system brings some light snow showers into northern Minnesota. The snow will be at its strongest in northern Minnesota, and as it moves south, the snow showers should weaken. By Wednesday morning, any leftover moisture is southeast of our region, and thereafter we get another break from the snow activity until Thursday evening, when another clipper system's cold front sweeps into our region, not only cooling us down, but also causing some more wintry precipitation to slide into northern Minnesota, mainly as a wintry mix, which means some rain embedded within that snow. By Friday morning, though, any leftover moisture is to the east of our region, and well, thereafter, high pressure will bring a mix of sun and clouds for Friday afternoon and evening. The other thing we're going to keep an eye on is the temperature. So remember that jet stream pattern I was showing you? It'll be more or less oriented in a northwest to southeast motion, which means Monday and Tuesday are going to be chilly, highs in the teens. But as we get towards the end of the week, all that warm air from out west will actually expand eastward. And so we are going to warm up on Thursday, the 5th. Then that brief cold front slides in on the 6th, cooling us back down. But then another warm air mass moves in over the weekend, forcing temperatures back into the 20s. As a result, for your morning commute tomorrow, going to be chilly. Single digits for the morning lows, wind chills in the sub-zero range, climbing into the single digits to low teens during the afternoon hours, so make sure to bundle up. Tuesday morning going to be colder still as more cold air slides into a region. I'm thinking sub-zero lows for the air temperature and wind chills in the teens and even the low 20s below zero. So definitely bundle up for Tuesday. But by Tuesday afternoon, we're in the mid to upper teens. Wednesday afternoon, warmer air starting to push in, so we'll see highs in the low 20s. And then Thursday afternoon, that's when we get above freezing for the first time in a while, as temperatures will be in the 30s across a region. But then that cold front slides in Thursday night, not only bringing us that mix in the process, but also leading to highs back in the teens and low 20s for Friday afternoon. In the long term, after dealing with that up and down temperature trend for the first week of February, temperatures more or less stay near average as we continue into mid-February. And since our highs are normally in the low 20s to upper teens for early to mid-February, that means while cold outside, it's not going to be as frigid as late January was. So let's recap everything. Again, I don't see any first alert weather days on the horizon. That could change. Stick with VNN Live for updates for that. But mainly, I don't see any first alert weather days on the horizon for a while. But I am anticipating some more snow showers at times for the work week. That's something we're just going to have to keep an eye on. Mainly Monday will be impactful with those snow showers moving into the southern Devil's Lake Basin, the James River Valley, and the Southern Valley too on Monday afternoon and evening. Drying out late evening and overnight, then another chance of snowflakes late Tuesday evening in the northern areas of our region. Then we warm up into the 20s on Wednesday, mid to upper 30s possible on Thursday. And then as we head into the weekend, we cool back down into the 20s, staying in the 20s well into mid-February. So while cold, it's not going to be as cold as it was, just a few days ago when we were seeing frigid sub-zero temperatures across the region. I'm going to get off of here. VNN News Live at 9 should be starting within the next 31 minutes. In the meantime, I have been giving updates on the VNL First Alert Weather app, and I'll, again, be on VNN News Live at 9 and 10 tonight. If you're not able to watch any of those shows, Lisa Green will be on for Valley Today, so tune in for her First Alert forecast to get your start to the day and to the start to the week for Valley Today. So in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you so much, and you have a safe Sunday night and a wonderful Sunday night.